Nike just released a brand new commercial featuring Caitlin Clark and her new Kobe shoe that she released today. And I saw this commercial yesterday on social media. I thought it was so cool. There's a shot when she's in the locker room and she opens her eye and it like turns into what looks like a snake eye, but when you zoom in, it's actually the Kobe logo.
A'ja Wilson is furious when Nike pulled the ultimate corporate plot twist following years of investing millions. Entering Wilson's brand while witnessing Caitlin Clark ignite the internet with each breath she takes. A basketball, Nike eventually realized what was going on.
Nike finally delivers Caitlin Clark PE. Is this the first Caitlin Clark exclusive Nike commercial since she's entered the WNBA? I know she's made a cameo here. She's made a cameo there. She was featured as part of this rollout here, featured as part of this rollout there. But is this our first official Caitlin Clark solo commercial since she has joined the WNBA?
This entire time, they have been placing bets on the wrong horse. And now that they are turning their attention to the woman who truly transports goods, A'ja is seeing a complete collapse. This is more than just shoes, folks. This relates to Nike's eventual admission of they have been favoring someone whose sneakers gather dust while Clark's merchandise breaks. In 2024, their website will be faster than a dial-up connection.
Caitlin Clark and Nike are officially dropping Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever player-exclusive Kobe 5s in just a couple weeks. So this shoe was first seen being worn by Caitlin and was thought to be a colorway made just for her up until just a couple days ago, where Nike's official images of the shoes got leaked and the announcement was made saying that everyone will now have a chance to wear them.
A'ja Wilson's Nike A1 shoes? Let's talk about numbers because arithmetic doesn't lie, even when your ego wants it to. Yes, back in May, they sold out in 5 minutes. It seems impressive until you consider that they only issued a small number of a quantity, so producing a false sense of scarcity. Caitlin Clark releases a Kobe collaboration in the interim, and 13,000 pairs disappear in actual minutes, not 5 minutes.
Well, I don't think I'd be in the wrong to say Caitlin Clark's Kobe is the sneaker of the week, and everyone's focus is mostly on this one. If you really wanted that shoe, I hope you put your footwork in because there's supposedly only 13,000 pairs of sneakers out tomorrow. Combine that with a really high resale value, I expect this shoe to be a relatively difficult call. But my hope seriously is that with Caitlin Clark's sneaker coming out, that this sets a precedent and we might see other exclusive player edition Kobe's drop for the public.
Not only did the Nike website slow down, but it essentially gave into the Caitlin Clark army. Resale prices rocketed up right away, up to $350 or $600 on the secondary market. When Clark's products are released, they don't simply sell out. It makes Black Friday appear like a casual yard sale by causing a feeding frenzy.
Look, these things is some fire. I'm telling you, where there's smoke, there is fire, and these things is hitting so hard. And who got a buy? Pull a shoe plug. Because I need 2 pairs. I need one for the sneaker wall, and I need one for my feet, because these things is hitting right here, and no, I don't want to pay $600 on go.
This is where things get hot, though. Nike developed A'ja's signature brand for 2 years straight, giving her the complete princess treatment. Personal design input, custom logos, etc. For her parents, they permitted her to incorporate Celtic elements. Remarks from her grandma, along with enough unique details to create a lace-adorned family scrapbook.
I lost all respect for A'ja Wilson. I don't want to hear her opinions. I don't care what she has to say from this point on. When you keep a Nike deal 2 years in secret while you're spewing all that crazy stuff about Caitlin Clark in the Time magazine, read what she said in the Time magazine, yet you had a Nike deal the whole entire time?
In the interim, Caitlin Clark, wearing Kobe hand-me-downs, she is still awaiting her real signature sneaker. Those, by margins that would make a mathematician cry, outsell Wilson's personalized masterpieces. Nike provided Wilson with everything she asking for and more. But for some reason, Wilson's well-crafted marketing statements don't create as much buzz as Clark's leftovers.
So it's finally here. Caitlin Clark sneakers from Nike is finally dropping. She was signed to them last year, and the sneakers is a year late in my opinion, but nonetheless, I'm excited because these sneakers is finally coming out. But what does annoy me a little bit is that this is a collaboration with Kobe. Now, Kobe, respect to Kobe, the legend, rest in peace, great basketball player. But in my opinion, Caitlin Clark is a big enough star and she's creating her own legacy. So I feel like, at least for her first sneaker, it shouldn't be a collaboration with any other player, dead or alive, in my opinion. I feel like Caitlin should have, for her first shoe, had her own original design just for her, no collaboration.
Please subscribe if you are having fun, and let's talk about the big issue. I'm Asia Wilson. Me mindset. This woman has been vying for attention as if she were a candidate for basketball president. She received her trademark shoe, her unique logo that provokes discussion. Translation: no one knows what it signifies. Her Malia Obama-directed Nike ads, and she continues to act as though the world owes her something. In the meantime, Clark simply shows up, plays hoops, and unintentionally becomes Nike's most marketable athlete. Observed ever since Michael Jordan. While Clark is earning respect by crashing, Wilson is out there demanding it. Web pages and effortlessly packing arenas.
And all this was done while the shoe's being developed, while the collection's being done. To demonize Caitlin Clark and try to label her as a privileged white girl that's getting all the privileges, even though she earned everything she got. This ain't about color. This is about good and bad. And I honestly find this a little evil. I find this evil. This is beyond bad, because you had the ability to speak up and say, hey, everybody, relax. Don't get on Caitlin Clark. She got a shoe deal. That's cool. I got one too. Mine's taking a little bit, but it's going to come out. Just be patient. She could have came out and said that, but she didn't.
The craziest part is that Nike genuinely made an effort to make this work. Wilson received a contract extension worth almost $20 million from them. Developed whole marketing campaigns centered on her diamond in the rough reputation and promoted her narrative more vigorously than a commission-based used automobile salesperson. However, what Caitlin Clark possesses naturally cannot be produced. Clark agreed to an 8-year contract, $28 million deal, and became Nike's most valuable asset right away, without them having to put in any effort for it. Every time she takes the court while sporting Nike apparel, it's millions of dollars worth of free promotion. Wilson requires production teams, stories, and meticulously constructed narratives. Clark simply must exist.
Nike did not fumble Caitlin Clark. It takes years and years of research and development and building and designing and trialing and erroring to build a custom shoe line. Caitlin Clark has played in only Kobe 5s and Kobe 6s almost exclusively for like the last 3 or 4 years. If they are building a shoe for Caitlin Clark, that Caitlin Clark is going to wear, that she's going to sell, that she's going to give away to her teammates, to her fans, to whomever, it has to be as good as, if not better, than the Kobe 5 or 6. And there's new Kobe variants out, and she doesn't wear them. She signed a $28 million 10-year contract with Nike. Year 2. We're in year 2 of that. The shoes are coming. They have to design them. It takes several years for this to happen. We're not just doing a colorway like Paige Becker.
This is where Wilson's illusions collide with harsh reality. So let's discuss the impact on the market. The economic impact of Caitlin Clark was estimated to be $82,500,000 for Iowa alone. It's not a typo. $82,500,000 from a single state player. Her impact is a true cultural phenomenon that goes beyond basketball territory. Executives at Nike are surely cursing themselves for not understanding they had the woman. While they were busy trying to make Asia Wilson happen as if she were a basketball player, Michael Jordan was sitting right there. Fetch for the mean girls. From the beginning, it was obvious, yet Nike was preoccupied with its social justice scorecard. To peruse it, Jordan Rogers, a former Nike basketball marketing director, publicly criticized his previous firm for blowing the chance to work with Caitlin Clark. They had to be humiliated by a former insider to acknowledge what everyone others could see. The public was being forced to believe a different story, while Clark was the golden goose they were ignoring. While Nike was preoccupied with making Wilson the face of women's basketball rather than embracing the real face of women's basketball.
Your stock price since 2021, it is down nearly 60%. Your executives and the people who are making these decisions, their stock options are worthless. Meanwhile, you have the single biggest needle mover in all of American sports since Michael Jordan, and you have somehow convinced yourself that you need to slow play this. Let me show you Google Trends search traffic for 4 female basketball players. There is one who only rivals Caitlin Clark, and that is Angel Reese, and you do not have her. She is over at Reebok. I am so confused as to how you would be so invested in the WNBA for several years, and you have been doing great work to try to elevate and uplift that league and many of the athletes there. But this seems like you have convinced yourself that this needs to be an either-or conversation. And we never have an either-or conversation in the men's sports. You have like 10 signature athletes. Half of them don't deserve a signature shoe.
And now, all of a sudden, Nike is awakening. The internet literally breaks when Clark's Kobe shoes fall, and there isn't a lot of traffic. Pauses. Wilson, meanwhile, is witnessing Clark's carefree Tuesday afternoon eclipse her well-planned rollout. Sneaker release. It's almost embarrassing how drastic the contrast is. Wilson requires several months of preparation, marketing initiatives, and promotional tours to sell her stock. Clark needs to post something on social media. And all of a sudden, like it's a huge drop, people are setting up camp outside sneaker shops. However, this is what actually has Asia twisted. Nike is at last admitting what everyone else was aware of. Clark offers more than just shoes. She offers dreams for sale. The message is very clear. The market has communicated with its wallets. The future belongs to Caitlin Clark. And A'ja Wilson, who is attempting to remain relevant in tomorrow's game, is yesterday's news.
But I just felt like across the board, this commercial was a 10 for 10. And a lot of people have been getting on Nike because they don't feel like they have been promoting Caitlin as much as they should. But I will say we have to give credit where credit is due. I feel like in the past month or so, they had been tweeting about Caitlin more. And then obviously with this shoe release, they made this super sick commercial to promote it. And of course, just today, Caitlin Clark's new Kobe PE shoe sold out in less than a minute. And I saw so many tweets about this, so many people who were so sad that they missed out on this shoe. I saw that there was this one Dick's store and people were lined up around the corner, like camping out, trying to get the shoe.
Nike ignored the natural occurrence in favor of creating artificial demand for Wilson for years. Occurring in front of them, Wilson received all the benefits, including championship rings, MVP honors, and Olympic gold medals, but they were still unable to replicate Clark's genuine bond with supporters. On paper, Wilson's accomplishments are outstanding, but Clark's influence goes beyond numbers. She is more than just a basketball player. She plays basketball and is a cultural icon. Nike has finally discovered the difference. They are unable to deal with the truth that genuine charm consistently outperforms artificial storylines. Clark never requested to be the face of women's basketball. She just rose to prominence via her unquestionable skill. Wilson, in the meantime, has been advocating for the job as if it were an elected position that she should be granted.